This is how we do it. This is how we do it. Hey, welcome on people. Myself, SourBawss, bringing you an OU match against TonyFlygon. Yes, this has been a very long way to battle in the making, or should I say, for me to narrate this, because we had this battle back in January. This isn't like because of the daily upload thing. This is back in January, the 11th actually, if my dates are correct. Yes. So the reason why I didn't want to upload this, or why Tony hasn't uploaded his side yet, is because this battle is fucking long. You can see by the duration of the video already. So, you know, grab a seat, get some popcorn, open yourself a nice cold beer. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're underage, because I don't promote underage drinking. So if you're under the age of 18 in the Eurozone or under 21 in the American lands, you know, the land of the free, you might as well grab yourself a nice juice box, rude boy! Okay. So, my rain team versus his sun team. The interesting thing about this match is that we both know each other's teams, more or less, seeing as I've seen Tony ladder with his team, which he built with Rematch, a good friend of ours. Which is, he's got a very interesting team. He's got a Victory Bell, so Venusaur's, and I know that's going to be Growth, Giga Drain, HP Ground for Heatran, as well as Weather Ball. He's got a Donphan, which is, you know, the standard Stealth Rock, Spin, Earthquake, and he has Head Smash actually, so that he can destroy Gengar or Rotom-Wash on Switch. Recommended by yours truly, of course. And then we also got Zapdos for when Tornado Serum Form was still running around, so Zapdos was a very good counter for that. As well as Slowbro for everything physical dragons, blah blah, etc etc. And Ninetales. And now we also got Tyranitar actually, which is actually the special defensive variant, but has a choice band, and that's mainly because otherwise this Sun team would get mained by Latios and Latias, just come in, Draco Meteor, switch out, and rinse and repeat. And then we've got my rain team, which I've already posted on this channel. The Sazerato rain team, Stealth Rock, Scald, Earthquake, Toxic. You've got Scarf Politoed, Metal Coat, no, sorry, my bad. Iron Plate, because we do plates around here, you get me. SD Sizzle, got Life Orb Starmie, well, bulky Life Orb Starmie, because you need to pack that punch. And then we've got Spikes Ferrothorn with Leechy Protect and Jarble. And then we've got Tornadus, which he doesn't know about, seeing as I was still messing around with this, the set. And I think I was running Hurricane, Taunt, Tailwind, and Superpower, actually. So, yeah. Just from looking at team preview, I know Zapdos is going to be a huge threat, so I'm already at the team disadvantage, essentially. So, what I'm going to have to try and do is just get rid of that Zapdos quickly, and then obviously win the Weather Wall, and I'll be able to do work with my Tornado, seeing as I do have Superpower for the Tyranitar. Also, I need to make sure that he doesn't have his sun up too much, because his Victory Build can just go right through my team, basically. So, yeah, that's the thing. I should keep Sizzle around for late game, just in case I need his priority Bullet Punch. So, yeah. In terms of leads, I'm just going to lead with my Sizable Toad, because it can handle most of his team well. I would lead over with Politoed, but it is Scarf, so that means that my Rain would go first, and then his Sun would kick in, so that means that he would have his Sun would be up, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. And that's peak for man, you get me. Also, because we knew each other's sets, and because we were really concentrating, even though this doesn't really make any sense, but we were concentrating so much that we didn't realise that my Politoed didn't have a choice Scarf, but had leftovers for whatever reason. But we didn't figure this out until the very last turn of the game, so yeah. If you see leftovers on Politoed, just ignore that. It's a choice Scarf. It's all an illusion. Ooh, okay, yeah, let's just get on with this. I've been talking for way too long. Cue dramatic music. Okay, so he's actually going to lead with Ninetales, as I'm going to lead with my base Sizable, but I fuck up the base already because I spelled it wrong. God damn it. Either way, he's going to get his Sun up. He's going to go for the Will-O-Wisp, just to get some residual damage on me. I'm going to go right for the Earthquake. The best play I could have done was to go for the Toxic, actually, so I could get some residual on the scene, because I overestimated Sazato's attacking prowess, even though it did do a decent amount of rounds, just maybe under 25%. And now I'm thinking he's not going to go for the Will-O-Wisp once again, so I'm going to switch into my Politoed. If he does switch it to Victory Bell so he can get rid of my Cyber Toad because it is an annoyance to his team, that'll be great as well. So I do predict correctly actually. So now I'm going to go into my Ferrothorn, predict him to go into his Slowbro because yeah, that's the only thing that can really take it. I mean, he could go switch into Zapdos, but that'll be, he would take a heavy hit from the Ice Beam. And now I'm just going to go for the Spikes as he switches out again into the Ninetales just to get his drought up once again. And again, this is where Toxic would have been nice because I may or may not have went for Elite Seed if he was Toxic and I could have protected the next turn, but he's going to go for the Sunny Day, predicts me to bring out the Politoed, but I figured he may possibly do that, so I'm going to switch out into my Toad, thinking it would be a perfect opportunity to get out my rocks at this moment in time, but at the same time as well, this is also a good opportunity for him to go back into Victory Bell once again, just rinse repeat. And now I'm in a bit of a predicament right now, seeing as I need to predict correctly, or I'm in a position where I can't predict, so it's catch-22, basically. Either he goes for Giga Train killing me off, or he goes for Weather Ball killing something off. So, unfortunately, I'm forced to leave out my Toad to the Victory Bell. In all hindsight, I probably could have went into possibly my Sizzle, but it was a hard call to make, but yeah. But now Toad's dead, the Zapdos is looking very threatening right now, so I'm going to have to try and do some switches. I'm going to go to Politoed, get out my ring, going to switch out into my Starmie. Since I thought that he would go into his Ninetales, predicting the Ice Beam, so I'd be able to switch to Starmie and then either go for a Side Shock, or switch again, predicting to either go out into something else like Tyranitar, to possibly Pursue Trap me or whatever. But yeah. He goes to Slowbro, which was the better play, honestly. It's a safe play as well. As I'm forced to switch out into my Ferrothorn, as he goes for Slack Off, thinking that I would stay into Hydro Pump, possibly trying to get 2k, but I know that's a pipeline dream. As I go for Elite Seed, which I miss unfortunately, but what can you do? In all honesty, the better play would have probably been to go for the Power Whip, so I could be able to 2k, as this does a hefty amount. Jesus, I actually put the EV's in the wrong place, I think, so yeah. He goes for Rub Spin, so unfortunately Stealth Rocks are out of the picture, and that Zapdos is even more threatening now, seeing as I'm not going to get a free 25% off that thing, so yeah. As he is going to switch out into the Ninetales right now. Unfortunately, I'm starting to go on tilt because I realised my previous mistakes, and now I'm just going to go right for Power, not predicting, thinking he could, blah blah blah. So I could just take out that Donphan, switch to Ninetales, and now he's going to predict me to switch into one of my water types, either Politoed or Starmie, as he switches to Zapdos, so now he can just Thunderbolt me away, because he can take any attack these two dish out. So unfortunately I need to try and predict, either he's going to go for the Thunderbolt, or he's going to go for the Heat Wave. I'm not sure, but I'm another catch-22. I'm just going to stay in, go for the Side Shock, just get as much damage as I possibly can. And now Storm is gone, and critical hit. That so mattered, yeah, of course. That's so mattered, oh my god. Okay. Anyway, Politoed again. Now that Politoed's in, I can freely go for a Hydro Pump since it will dent anything on his team right now. Apart from the Slowbro, of course, because this does a disappointing amount, actually. I was pretty surprised, actually. So, unfortunately, I'm going to have to... Well, it does a reasonable chunk, but it's not what I wanted, if you get me. So, I'm forced to switch out into my Ferrothorn, because I know he's going to go right for Slack Off, because there's no reason not to. He can easily just keep slacking off, Scald, Slack Off, Scald, hope for a burn, and yeah. As I'm just going to go right for Elite Seed right now, as he switches out into the Ninetales. So, yeah, it's not looking too great for me right now. I'm 4-6 down. It's not looking good, but... With Elite Seed going, I may get some momentum back. And again, if this thing was toxic, my life would be so much easier. But the Will-O-Wisp is coming. I could have stayed in and gone for a spike, but just a little spike. But I don't no way in hell I'm going to risk it. So unfortunately, I'm forced to switch out into my Politoed. He does miss the Will-O-Wisp, which is very unfortunate actually. Which is, you know, some people, you know, some racers say, oh, I missed Elite Seed, so you know that cancels out the hacks, but. No, it doesn't. It doesn't cancel out. The hacks wait. There are different kinds of hacks. I mean, some doesn't matter. Some actually, you know, does matter, and that would have been very helpful for him winning the quote-unquote overall. But I know he's going to switch back into Slowbro once again. I'm going to predict that and go into my Tornadus incarnate form, as I'm just gonna go right for the Hurricane. He's gonna go for a slack off just to gauge how much damage it does. That does. And that's a big damage. So he's forced to switch out into the Zapdos, you know, his Tornadus counter. As I'm just gonna go right for another Hurricane. As again, if Stealth will soar up. Jesus Christ. But yeah, since that does a chill 50%. And now here he does get confused, which is, well, nice for me, I guess. But here I'm thinking, okay, I need some momentum back. So I'm going to make a very risky play and go right for the taunt, predict him to go for the Roost. As he does go for a Roost, so yeah, I could have got annihilated by Thunderbolt, and yeah, that's just been like, that's me done. As I'm just going to go right for the, well, I'm going to go into my Ferrothorn. I was thinking I could back on Confusion and go for, you know, 2 Hurricanes I'm not seeing out, but no, that's gay as fuck. And risky as hell. I already made a risky play. I don't do it anymore, but yeah. As I'm gonna go for Elite Seed, he predicts that very nicely, goes into Victory Bell, and then double switches into his what's this call it? Donphan. But I'm gonna predict that and go into, well, I wouldn't say predict, well, I'm going to go for another Elite Seed, predicting to switch out again, but if I was predicting the Donphan, I should have went for a Power Whip. See, again, I should have went for Power Whip again. Seeing as, even though it's a Victory Bell, it can't do much to Ferrothorn in the rain because of Giga Drain, Hidden Power Ground, and Weather Ball, which, because in the rain, it is a water type, so yeah. As I'm just going to go for another little spikes, as it did get up his Stealth Roach, which is very unfortunate, so that's going to limit my Tornadus incarnate form switch-ins. As he switches into Zapdos, unfortunately he gets off a Roost, which is very unfortunate. What I should have done again, I should have went into my, what's it called? Tornadus incarnate form on the Donphan, so that he wouldn't be able to get up Roost, and I would have gone a kill off on his, something on his team, seeing as he definitely wouldn't switch out into his Ninetales on that turn, because that's far too risky. What happens if I hit a Hurricane at 50%? Because I know how Tony plays, because I do the same thing. Either way, Zapdos is at 100% now, so that's my golden opportunity wasted. As he does bring in the Donphan once again, just to go for a Rough Spin cycle where I get out Spike, he Rough Spins, and then he starts Earthquaking, since he knows that he can't, if he Rough Spins and he dies to Iron Barbs, the spikes are here to stay, so yeah. Unfortunately, I keep misplaying here, since yeah, I really have no excuses. I'm pressured, I'm tilting like fuck right now, because I'm backed against the wall due to him having the advantage at this moment in time, as he keeps going for the Earthquake, and now I'm at him. I could have been a Ferrothorn at around, what, maybe 300 HP, but now, yeah, I'm a Ferrothorn, which is at 72 HP. So he brings us that dose, he's going to go right for Heat Wave, take me out, so all I've got left is Tornadus, Incarnate Form, Politoed, and my Iron Plate, Sword Stance, Sizzle, so yeah, I'm going to bring the Politoed Cavossier on bottom lane man, yeah. Just to, you know, start bottling man, you know what I'm saying? Just to go right for the Hydro Pump, he sacks his least useful member on his team, which is the Tyranitar. So, yeah, as I'm just going to 2-hit KO that thing. As you can see the leftovers, which is, we didn't notice that. We've been playing since 4th gen, people. Just remind you, 4th gen, yeah. Whew! Anyway, Tyranitar goes, he brings in the Zapdos. As again, I'm forced to sack something to sing. Tornadus isn't getting past Zapdos anytime soon, and I can't be sure that I'll win the Weather War, or if there's even a war to begin with now. So, but yeah, the point is, Tornadus is the least useful thing in my team. As I switch out into my Politoed just to get my Weather Up back again. As I switch into my Sizzle Artillery, because it's hard to get rid of me. And yeah, since I know he's going to go to Slowbro, because he's been doing that for a cool few minutes right now. As he's going to be forced to switch out into his Zapdos, as I'm just going to go for U-turn, switching out into my Politoed just to get my rain up once again. And now here, because I can still have a chance to win, possibly, it's very slim, but if I play correctly, I can, as long as I get the right conditions, since In rain, I think I'll be able to live a heat wave from an uninvested Zapdos in the rain. So, and if I get Source Unstopped, I'll be able to Bullet Punch or U-turn my way to victory. So, yeah, I'm just gonna go right for the Hydro Pump as he brings out the Ninetales, meaning that the war is mine. You were not prepared for the war. If you got 2 starters, nah fam, nah. Anyway, he's gonna bring the victory bell. I'm gonna predict him not to go for the Giga Drain as he does go for the Weather Ball, predicting me to switch out into Sizzle, as I'm just gonna go for a Hydro Pump. And now here basically is the moment of truth. Will I go for another Hydro Pump, or will I switch out into Sizzle, or will he predict me to do that? Will he go for a Giga Drain? So yeah, I switch out into my Sizzle as he goes for the Weather Ball, and it isn't Sun, so that's pretty much game over right there and there. So yeah, that was a very good game, TonyFlygon. God damn, that was intense as fuck. So yeah, it would have been a 2-0 victory to him, but because of leftovers Polito, this is where we both realised, wait, you outsped. Wait, what? It's raining, right? Oh, it had leftovers. Yeah. God damn, this was intense match. Damn, I enjoyed myself. The only other match we had on Wi-Fi disconnected on the very last turn, and unfortunately I was getting, I think, 1-0'd by fucking Alakazam. Although I did get hacked pretty badly, so yeah. Either way, once again, good game, TonyFlygon. You won the battle, but I won the war. You were not prepared for the war. Check him out if you haven't already, though again, I seriously doubt that. Facebook links down below, do your thing, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the other side, what you know about. But